power.
Oh my god, did you just see that? The rings were on his wrist and then they floated in mid-air? I can make that. Hey everyone, I'm Patrick from Pat's Cosplay, where we make cool props from movies, comics, and we try to make them as functional as possible. So today, I want to make something that is way outside my comfort zone. It is the Mandarin's 10 rings from Shang Chi and the Legend of the 10 Rings. That's like 20 rings. To consider this project a success, I really want to get 3 major things done with these things. Number 1, I want to have the actual design of the rings. There is only 2 images that are clear that we can make the pattern off of, but that's future Patrick's problem. Number 2, I want to put LEDs in the rings. I've never used LEDs, so. And last but not least, I really want them to be on my wrist and be able to extend off of my wrist at will. So first thing that I did was Google search how to use LEDs, and the first video that popped up was a Kamui cosplay video on LED basics. And this video was perfect. In the video, she shows a very simple way to just grab an LED light and a watch battery, and just literally when they connect the positive and negative sides, they produce light. Pretty simple. My brain was like, okay, I can put that inside the rings and make it so that I can connect them. That makes sense to me. All right, we're good. Moving on. So now that we know how to do the most complicated part, let's move on to the design of the actual rings. So the rings have kind of like a liquid pattern through it. It's kind of just like, not always moving, but it kind of looks like it was just CNC machined, to be honest. I don't have one of those. So I drew a digital template of the rings using the 2 only clear images that I could find on the rings. Oh, by the way, the pattern is free in the description if you want to build this with me. So after that, we took the design, brought it over to a Cricut machine where it could cut out an accurate template on paper. So the design on the paper was actually really good. Unfortunately, the paper was a little bit too weak than what I was hoping for. I needed something a little bit stronger to hold the design because some of the things did actually break on it. So I need something a little bit stronger than that. So my first thought was to move on to EVA foam, which I then learned that I needed a different style of blade to be able to cut through EVA foam. So I went ahead and ordered that. Well, the video's got to go on. So I ordered that, then I went ahead and bought some foam. And 2 days later, we had a foam template, which I hated. The reason being, it breaks very easily. That's not going to work for us. So I needed something that was stronger than paper and EVA foam, but still really thin. So the first thing that came to my head was school projects. What do you make them on? Bristol board. So went to the dollar store, picked up some Bristol board, brought it back, realized I did not need that new blade that I bought. So we used the regular blade to cut it out. So $50 wasted. Make sure you leave this video a like because I would like some money back. Cutting it on the Bristol board made a lot better of a design. This came out fantastically. By the way, that took 14 hours. So while that's cutting out, we're gonna move over to actually creating the base of the rings. For the tops and bottoms, we decided to use cardboard. That was just gonna give it a lot more structure. It's really lightweight and really strong all the way around. As for the middle, I decided to go with this kind of like see-through foam. It's really good for putting light behind it. It disperses the light very evenly. This honestly was just on some old electronics that I found and it worked perfectly. After that, I cut some slots on both of the see-through part as well as the inner ring, which will hold the battery. That's going to hold the battery as well as slide into a slot so that it just gets a lot more compact. And then also made some holes for the LEDs to sit in. So after that, I painted it, glued all of the LEDs in, the batteries in. It was pretty much all ready to go. The only element I needed to add to it was the floating effect. And the only thing that I can think of that would make it float and you can't really see would be some fishing wire. So I grabbed some really strong 17-pound fishing line, fed it through all the rings 3 times through each ring. This took so long. The needle I used to pinch through it broke 3 times. I had to go out and buy more things so that I can feed it through. It was a whole process, but finally it was done. sweet if you ask me. I think it turned out absolutely fantastic. We got the 3 elements. It looks like the rings. It has LEDs in it, and it does indeed collapse and extend off my arm. I would definitely change things in the future if I decided to make it again. I would want to add a better way to have these lights turn on and connect to a battery. What I would probably do is actually feed some electrical lines through that and connect all of them to one point of the battery, because then you could just stack 3 of them in a corner of the ring and just have them all going off at the same time. It would make the connection a lot stronger, and I wouldn't have any like black spots in the LEDs. It would have been a lot better. But overall, that's all I would ever change on it. It's still really good. They swing around, they're very lightweight, they look amazing. So I was really happy with how the project turned out. Let me know what you guys thought of the project. Are you excited for the Shang Chi movie? I am so excited for this movie. Just the choreography alone looks amazing. It looks fantastic. If you guys want something made, leave it in the comment section below. Whatever gets the most likes, interest, I'll incorporate that into a future video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to leave this video a thumbs up. It really helps push the video to more viewers so that more people can see the cool things that we are creating here on the channel. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos coming out. The next video, the only hint I'm going to give you is that it is about Black Widow. Thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you guys next time.
It is 11 at night, and this man has me awake to film some glowy rings he made.
This took 2 hours.